HooHooHooRobin.
You're listening to Opie Anthony. On the virus. Sirius XM.
I knew I wanted to be showbiz from the time I was really like 7 years old.
Right.
I wanted to broadcast. I wanted to talk on the radio, you know. I heard you fellas talking about how our circles almost collided.
Yeah.
You know, I was in radio for almost 4.5 months.
We remember.
Oh, I thought it was only 4. Sorry. I was off by 15 days.
That was just a whole...
Jesus.
It was a colorful ride.
CBS just didn't know what they were doing over there.
They fucked you over, man.
Someone like you should have worked on the radio.
Yeah, you had a great idea, a great
something
original
different.
Personality that they just wanted to shove into that 6
mold.
to 10 radio guy mold. That's not you.
Well, there's the top 40 mold, you know,
Right,
which
yeah.
Most of us, a lot of you listening, grew up with, which is that really hyperstatic, you know, it's hopping and popping and popping with the best bet for the boss beat at the top of the pop. Used to practice that on a lot of playgrounds.
Yeah, but it meant nothing. There's no substance behind that.
And then you would practice FM DJ.
Oh, yeah.
You know, which was kind of like
Boss Jock. Yeah.
Here's a brand new one from Janice.
Janice.
That's
I know her.
up into, you know, a little bit more modern, whatever. But if you're coming with anything that's different, anything that's new, then you fellas know better than anybody.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, you're going to have to find your own audience, and you're going to have to, it's like chiseling away at a stone from other people's mountains.
Yep,
right?
They don't want to hear it. And talk about giving you time to build an audience. It doesn't exist.
No.
Hey, where's the first ratings book? Well, get the fuck out.
See you later.
Yeah.
It's not working.
You can't interrupt. Dave's telling a great story. You can't interrupt them. Go, I got to do the weather.
Yeah,
and we got to do
yeah.
the traffic when he's on a roll about
Exactly.
something.
Well, they were also like pushing, well, you got to have a traffic chick, you know, one that you kind of have a larcenous designs upon, and you need to have a sports block, and you need well, it's, you know, the familiar diet, which in the right hands, okay, you know.
Sure, but, you know.
That's not really.
I got to ask Dave, though. I mean, we heard the stories after you left. Is it true you demanded palm trees? Because that story went around the building for a while.
Yes.
That you had crazy demands that you needed palm trees in the studio.
Well, what happened was I said, after a lifetime of danger and intrigue, international danger and intrigue, why stop? I'm an expert now.
I heard not only palm trees, I heard you wanted sand brought in to make an entire beach
Let's
in
go
the
to
studio.
where the palm trees are. We'll rent a small but palatial hotel room.
Nice.
All right. We'll broadcast from there. You
That
can
works.
put the line in, you know, we can go on the net, etc. And showing up is not the issue, guys, you know, clearly. So why not do it from Vegas? Why not do it from Hawaii? Gee, well, you'll have to get up at midnight. Woo! There's entire communities here. There's entire voter blocks within the sound of our voices now. We're going midnight. Isn't that a little early?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those radio management, they need to be structured. Everything has to be structured.
I said, let's go to the different places where things are going on, the boat races, wherever. And I don't even know wherever.
Right.
I'm just saying, I know there's some somewhere.
Sure.
Point towards Florida, for Christ's sake, you know?
Yeah.
And there's got to be a big rodeo with a lot of those blonde dames with the, you know, the big boots with the fringe. Point west, man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, and in England, rugby. It's cold outside. They're playing rugby. They get drunk. Let's go. And you'll find your way towards just not even talking to the drum majorette or the chief rugby player, but everybody that you're going to bump into in the elevator.
Exactly, right?
Everybody
Good
that
stuff.
you're going to collide in. Every taxi driver, if you say to him, driver, music, please, sing. And you tell him, no, I'll double your tip. Sing a song. Can be any kind of song you want. Happy, can be drunken, can be football song. I had a Japanese guy sing a funeral song that everybody wanted to quit the night early. It was too sad. It was too... You never know what you're going to get.
Right. Yeah.
And with today's recording apparatus,
It's a pretty good copy.
It's an easy approach. If you're a wanderer, you got to be.
What was the first sign that things were going awry? Like when you were there, like the first time when you went, like, ooh, this might not be fun.
When I walked walked into Howard's old studio, and they said, okay, well, this is where you're going to be broadcasting from. Where do you think? And I said, no, you got to be kidding, right? Aren't we going to be like, on rooftops and, ambient sounds? And no, you're going to be right here. And things were kind of downhill from there. So I started to, okay, well, let's try and, create something here that's indoors.
Palm trees.
Yeah, let's bring in 20 potted palms, and let's see if we can drill a hole in the window, It's
I get some real air and sounds in here.
Well, how did we start our encounter here? We started off with the great outdoors. Guys, it just...
You were responsible for the window?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were responsible for the window?
Yes.
We loved that window.
Yeah, that window was blocked up. Yeah, when Howard had
there was
the
a rumor
studio.
Howard was scared of snipers, so there was this beautiful window that he had blocked out. And when you got there, you cut the hole back out so we can see outside.
It's just a different mindset, know. If we're actually writing and recording, I prefer it to be like this, but a little bit darker, like where we are, so that you're completely focused on one thing.
Right.
You follow? But if I'm doing anything even remotely like your job, and I've got to stay in full Diamond Dave mode, that requires a sunroof.
So palm trees.
You guys can do this list. Do the list.
Palm trees, definitely.
Sand. I'm not going to actually drink them, but I got to see like some mimosa shit.
I require different things. A hotel room and $300 is all I need. No outdoors.
I can't picture though Dave sitting in a meeting with the suits after the show and them trying to tell him what to do.
That was like verbal judo. That was such a go-round because, they one of the biggest things was that I was playing too much ethnic music.
Really?
Which was, anything that's got a groove to it, is, I don't know if you guys are familiar, I know you are, mate, but I don't know if you guys are familiar with my background. I was part of the integrational busing program. When they started in the 60s, I was going to junior high and high school. It was all black and Spanish speaking. And so that's where the Diamond Dave thing comes from. I just show up with suspenders and, two-tone shoes and pants up to my armpits. And I go over to the Pasadena High School where the Van Halens were like Ridgemont High. And that was exactly like, the Sean Penn character and the Van Fullisman. That was all Deep Purple, Black Sabbath. And, and Led Zeppelin, you follow. And I was coming from Superfly and Motown and, Rick James, etc. So when we began to put the music together, you get either the best or certainly the most convincing of both worlds. And it's no secret, there's no coincidence, rather, but all the popular Van Halen songs are between 100 and 128 beats a minute. That 128 is about as fast as you can dance before the girls start spilling the drink. Even bottled beer. You try and go over 138 beats a minute, man, you'll start spilling it out, even out of a long neck butt. But if you stay down around 128, from 100 to 128, 100, that's about Al Green, sort of running with the devil is right around there. Jump is right about 128.
Sure.
But there's very limited spillage, and that's not a coincidence. That was my contribution. That's some girl-friendly shit.
No shit, man.
And it's as hard rock as you can possibly play. Eddie Van Halen is as solid as American oak, if not longer lasting. I don't know what is, but that sound combined with you get Four Tops harmony on every chorus, every turn. We had to play the bars. We had to play 5 45-minute sets a night.
I think Van Halen's directly responsible for my first foray into tinnitus, which is great. Just having those big old headphones on my head with Jamie's crying, fucking cranked. And it's like, oh, this is great. I'm hearing...
You can thank David.
It's like, oh, that'll go away.
You can finally thank him.
That'll go away tomorrow, though. And then maybe the next day.
Tell him, Fred.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie Anthony Show.